What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video on the Fearless Nick YouTube channel, and in today's video I'm going to be going through my week 1 AFL 2022 finals predictions, and obviously as well as that going to be looking back over my round 23 tips and seeing how I went. If you guys go on to enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, share and subscribe. We're trying to grow the channel as big as we can, and every subscriber means a lot and it helps grow the channel. So if you could please hit that big red button down below, that'd be much appreciated. Anyways, without any further ado, let's get stuck into it. So like we do every week on the channel with these tipping videos, we review the previous round, which was a couple of weeks ago. I might have said last week in the intro. So for round 23 a couple of weeks ago, I got 8 out of 9 for round 23, so I haven't been able to crack a perfect round this round, but I guess, you know, that's just life really. Life goes on. Anyways, we'll quickly go over the games from round 23. Obviously, I tipped the D's to get over the Lions at the Gabba by 8 points, and they got it done pretty comfortably. It was obviously way more than 8 points. I tipped Freo to get over the Giants in Canberra, and I got that one correct. I tipped Gold Coast to get over North Melbourne at Marvel Stadium. That happened as well, so I got that one correct. I tipped Geelong over West Coast, obviously at GMHBA Stadium. Geelong won that one, not by 100 points, but got pretty close. I think it was 85 points in the end. I tipped Richmond to get over Essendon at the MCG, and the Tigers got up pretty comfortably in that one as well. I tipped Port to get up over Adelaide in the showdown at Adelaide Oval, and they did that pretty comfortably as well. Now, the next game, I did actually change my tip. I originally tipped Hawthorn in the video, but I ended up changing to the Bulldogs. So, I got that tip correct as well. Next game of the MCG, obviously between Carlton and Collingwood. I tipped Carlton, so yeah, I got that one incorrect. This was the one I did get incorrect. I almost thought about changing to Collingwood, but I ended up staying with Carlton and obviously got that one incorrect. But the Blues, it was only by 1 point, so it wasn't by much. And the final game of the round was at Marvel Stadium between the Saints and the Swans. I tipped the Swans to get up in that one over the Saints. And to the Saints' credit, they put up a good fight, but the Swans were too good in the end. So there we go. I got 8 out of 9 for round 23. But before we get into the finals tips for week 1, I believe I have a shout out to make. So I believe I have a shout out to make, and it is to Maxi Talk has won the Fearless Nick tipping comp for 2022. So congratulations, mate. You are absolute champion. Well deserved. Shout out to Maxi Talk. If you do have a channel, I don't know if he has a channel, but if he does have a channel, link will be in the description. But obviously if he doesn't, still massive congrats, mate. Well deserved, like I said. And that's really all I have to say. Congrats, and thanks for joining the comp, and also shout out to everyone else who joined the comp. Doesn't matter whether you come first or last. Just, you know, showing that support by joining the comp and subscribing and watching my videos and all that means a lot. So shout out to everyone really who joined the comp. So here we are with the first week of the finals for 2022. I can't believe this. This year has gone like lightning. First game of the finals, the Thursday night. So it's going to be tomorrow night at the time recording this, which is the Wednesday. But the first game we've got on the Thursday night is between Brisbane and Richmond. Now, this is an elimination final, so obviously the winner goes through to the semi, the loser goes home. Richmond have been in great form. We've been, I think, since the North game, I don't think we've dropped a game. So, and one of those wins we did have, obviously, coming into the finals was against Brisbane. However, that was at the MCG. The Tigers came back for 42 points down. The Lions obviously didn't have the greatest end to the year. They scraped over St Kilda, unconvincingly, you must say. The last game of the season, obviously, to Melbourne, they had their pants pulled down pretty much by the D's. The D's, they were absolutely no contest for the D's. They got obliterated on their home ground. But then again, you have to really ask yourself, when was the last time Brisbane lost back-to-back games at the Gabba? It hasn't really happened in a very long time. So I am a very skeptical supporter. I think, when Richmond, when we're on, we're on. But when we're off, we're pretty bloody ordinary. But I feel like Richmond, we should be switched on for this game. It's a final. Dusty's back. Lynch, I think, is going to be good to go. The Lions do have a few outs. I think Cam Rayner is going to be out for this game. I don't know about Marcus Adams. So the Lions are going to have a few outs in this game. But I think even at the Gabba, I'm still going to go Richmond in this one. I think the Tigers should be winning this game. I think we will beat the Lions in this game. And I reckon we'll get the job done. In my finals predictions, I think I said 34 points. I don't think it'll be that margin. I think that's a little bit fantasy. You never know, it could happen maybe, but I think as a safe option. So my actual prediction will be Richmond get the job done here over the Lions by 17 points. Next game on the Friday night between the D's and the Swans. This is going to be an absolute cracking qualifying final week of the finals. I think this game is going to be the most intriguing because it's probably going to be the closest out of the four. Obviously, the D's hitting their form at the right time. Obviously, like I just said, they smashed Brisbane in round 23 to give themselves a bit of confidence and momentum going into their first qualifying final. The Swans also have been in some ripping form. They held off a pretty gallant St Kilda side at Marvel Stadium, and before that, they did manage to knock off Collingwood. One thing I forgot to mention about the Swans in my finals predictions video is they've actually beaten every top four side this year. The Swans, they beat the D's at the G, they beat Geelong, and they beat Collingwood. So they are a serious threat for the flag, Sydney. But in saying that, so are Melbourne. So I feel like Sydney could win it, but I think just because it's at the MCG, the D's hitting the form at the right time. I don't think Tom McDonald will be back, but in saying that, the D's forward line has worked pretty well the last couple of weeks. So I think I am going to go the D's in this one. I think it'll be a pretty close affair, but I'm going to say the D's get up in this one by 8 points. Next game on the Saturday afternoon, we've got the Cats up against Collingwood. Now, what can you say about Geelong? They are simply just the best side in the comp this year. They've gotten better as the year has gone on, really, Geelong. And apart from a bit of a shaky start to the year, they've had a pretty much faultless year, Geelong. And it's like I said, it's getting ridiculous how good this side has been for so long now. Whereas Collingwood, they've been the kings of the close games this year, and they've probably been the massive surprise packet of the year. Everyone says, there's always a surprise top four, and geez, I think Collingwood wouldn't have been one of the teams you predicted in the top 8 at the start of the year. I think this will be a close game, maybe up until 3/4 time, and then I reckon in the last quarter, the Cats will run away with it. So I will go Geelong in this one. I think they are just the stronger side here, it has to be said. They've been the stronger side all year. I wouldn't rule Collingwood out because they can win the big games, but I think for this one, they'll get a little bit of a reality check, the Pies, and I reckon I'm going to tip the Cats in this one over the Pies at the MCG by 27 points. And the final game of week 1 of the finals, it is Freo and the Western Bulldogs at Optus Stadium. Now, I just read earlier on today that Nat Fyfe and Tom Liberatore will be missing this game. So those are, well, you wouldn't really call Fyfe a huge out considering they haven't really needed him all year, the Dockers. But for the Dogs, Liberatore is a huge out, and I think him being out pretty much rules out the Dogs winning that game, and especially it being over in Perth. You'd expect Freo to win this game, I think, if you were. I think Freo would be the safe option. I'd probably rule the Dogs out of winning this game. I think without Liberatore, it's going to be hard enough, even if Libba was playing, which he isn't. But I think for me, Freo, they've been the far better side out of the two this year. I think they want to put on a show in front of their home fans in Perth, like I said in my finals predictions. I don't want to keep saying ladder. Finals predictions. So I am going to go the Dockers in this one, and I think they will get an actually pretty comfortable victory. I think the Dogs, they were pretty lucky to scrape in the finals, and I think this game will prove that. I think without Liberatore, the Dockers should run over the Dogs, I reckon, in this game. And I reckon Freo will get the job done over the Dogs by 33 points and kick the Dogs out of the final series. So there we go, guys. Those were my Week 1 AFL Finals tips for 2022. Remember to comment down below your tips, as always, in the comments section down below. Again, massive shout out to Maxi T or Max T, Maxi Talk, however you like to be addressed as. But yeah, shout out to you, mate. Congratulations again. I know I've said it a few times, but yeah, congrats on winning the tipping comp, and also shout out to everyone who did join the tipping comp for this year. And yeah, but thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Like I said, trying to grow the channel as big as we can. I'm trying to get at least a video up a week, so yeah, mostly on the Wednesdays. But yeah, anyways, stay tuned for future content. There'll be some good content coming out over the coming weeks. Hopefully it won't be just finals tips, I promise you that. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and yeah, I will see you in the next video. Cheers!